"Grandma, I need to tell you something. The doctor's called. You have cancer." My grandson Brandon said that to me on camera in my own living room on April 3rd, 2023. His hands were shaking. His voice was breaking. His eyes were filled with fake tears. I collapsed on the couch. My hands went to my chest. I couldn't breathe. A full panic attack right there on camera. He filmed it all, posted it on YouTube. Title, "Telling Grandma She Has Cancer Prank Gone Wrong." 2.3 million views. $15,000 in ad revenue. 47,000 likes. Comments like "LOL her face" and "Savage bro." What Brandon didn't know, I had beaten breast cancer 3 years earlier. Real cancer, real chemo, real radiation, real trauma. And what he was about to find out would end everything. Stay with me, because this story is about to show you what happens when cruelty meets consequences. If you like stories about justice and standing up for yourself, hit that subscribe button. Because what happens next shocked everyone. My name is Catherine Williams. I'm 58 years old, and I live in Cleveland, Ohio. Before I tell you about the day my grandson's prank destroyed his life, I need to take you back 22 years to when my world fell apart. I was 36 when my daughter Sarah died. Car accident on I-71, black ice. She was 24, and her son Brandon was only 3 years old. Her husband Mike tried to cope, but 6 months later he was gone too. Not dead, just gone. Moved to California, sent $150 a month when he remembered, never visited. So I became Brandon's mother. At 36, starting over with a toddler. I worked as a school cafeteria worker for Cleveland Public Schools. $32,000 a year. Not much, but I made it work. Brandon was a good kid, smart, funny, a little too obsessed with his iPad, but what kid isn't these days? When he was 15, he started a YouTube channel, gaming videos at first, then vlogs, then pranks. "Grandma, it's just for fun," he'd say. "Everyone does pranks now." I didn't understand it, but I supported him, because that's what grandmas do. By 18, he had 200,000 subscribers. By 21, 500,000. He was making real money, $3,000 to $5,000 a month. He moved out at 23 to an apartment in downtown Cleveland. Pay $400 a month rent. I helped him with the deposit, $2,800. He still visited every Sunday. We'd have dinner. He'd tell me about his videos, his sponsors, his content strategy. I didn't love his content. Pranks on friends, on strangers, on delivery drivers. But he assured me it was all staged and everyone's in on it. Then, in November 2020, I got the diagnosis. Breast cancer. Stage 2. Aggressive. I told Brandon the day I found out. We sat in my kitchen, the same kitchen where I'd raised him, and I watched this 25-year-old man, my baby, cry like he was 3 again. "Grandma, no, not you. You can't. You can't leave me." I held his hand. "I'm not going anywhere. We're going to fight this." And we did. Surgery in December. Chemo started in January 2021. 6 rounds, every 3 weeks. Brandon came to every single appointment. Held my hand during infusions, brought me ginger ale when I couldn't keep food down, shaved my head when my hair started falling out in clumps. "Grandma, you're the strongest person I know," he said one day, watching me vomit into a bucket. Radiation started in June, 30 sessions. By September, I was cancer-free. The doctor used those exact words. "Catherine, you're cancer-free. We got it all." I cried. Brandon cried. We went to dinner at my favorite Italian place and celebrated. Those months were the hardest of my life, but they brought us closer, or so I thought. After I recovered, Brandon's channel grew even more. By 2022, he had 780,000 subscribers. He was making $8,000, then $10,000 a month. But his content got meaner, crueler, telling my friend his dog died prank, calling girlfriend fat to see her reaction, fake proposal gone wrong. I watched one video where he made his girlfriend think he was breaking up with her. She sobbed on camera. real gut-wrenching sobs. "Brandon," I said after watching, "that's not funny, that's cruel." He laughed. "Grandma, you don't get it, it's content. Drama gets views, views get money, it's a business. It's hurting people. They're fine. Everyone signs releases, everyone gets paid. Chill." I didn't push. I should have. Then came April 3rd, 2023. Brandon showed up at my house with his camera guy, Trevor. Said they wanted to film a day in the life of my grandma video. I was thrilled. Finally, wholesome content, I thought. We filmed me making lunch, talking about raising him, looking at old photos of Sarah. Then Brandon got a phone call. He put it on speaker. A voice, clearly Trevor, poorly disguised. "Is this Brandon Williams, grandson of Catherine Williams?" "Yes, who is this?" "This is Dr. Morrison from Cleveland Clinic. I'm calling about your grandmother's recent blood work. I'm afraid I have difficult news. The cancer has returned. Stage 4. Metastatic." My heart stopped. Brandon turned to me, camera pointed at my face. "Grandma, I need to tell you something. The doctors called. You have cancer." The room started spinning. My chest tightened. I couldn't breathe. My vision blurred. I was having a panic attack. A full, traumatic panic attack triggered by the worst nightmare I'd lived through. I grabbed the armrest, gasping, crying. No, not again. Please, God, not again." Brandon kept filming. Then he started laughing. "Grandma, relax. It's a prank. It's fake. You're fine. Pranked." I stared at him. Couldn't speak. Couldn't process. Trevor was laughing too. Dude, her face. That was perfect. Brandon high-fived him. I stood up, still shaking, still crying. "Get out! Grandma, come on, it's just a joke. Get out of my house." They left, still laughing, camera still rolling. He posted it 2 days later. I only found out because my neighbor Karen called me. "Catherine, are you okay? I just saw Brandon's video. That's not okay." I watched it. All 11 minutes. My panic attack, my sobbing, my begging God, all of it. Set to upbeat music with laughing emojis edited in. 3 million views in 48 hours. The comments were split. Half thought it was hilarious, half were horrified. "This is elder abuse. She's a cancer survivor and you did this? Report this. This crosses a line." But plenty said, her reaction, and best prank ever, bro." Brandon called me that night. "Grandma, the video's doing amazing. I'm gonna make like $15,000 from it. I'll split it with you, $5,000. Deal?" I hung up. I called my neighbor Karen's daughter, Jessica, a lawyer. Told her everything. "Catherine," she said, "you might have a case. Emotional distress, exploitation, possibly elder abuse. And if he didn't get your consent to film and post, that's a violation too." I hired her. We sent Brandon a cease and desist. Demanded he take the video down immediately. He texted me, "Grandma, seriously, it's just a video. You're overreacting." He didn't take it down. So we sued. $100,000 for emotional distress, invasion of privacy, and exploiting a cancer survivor. The lawsuit went public. Local news picked it up, then national news. YouTube prankster sued by grandmother over cancer prank. People started mass reporting Brandon's channel. Sponsors dropped him. Comments flooded in calling him a monster. YouTube reviewed the video under their harassment policy. 3 weeks later, channel deleted. Permanently. 780,000 subscribers, gone. $10,000 month income, gone. All his videos, all his content, all his cruelty, erased. Brandon showed up at my house crying. "Grandma, please, drop the lawsuit. My channel is gone. My sponsors dropped me. I have nothing, please." I looked at him. This 26-year-old man I raised. This person I sacrificed everything for. "You filmed me having a panic attack about the worst thing that ever happened to me. You posted it for money. You laughed at my trauma. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking. You're right. You weren't thinking. About me, about my cancer, about anything except views. Please, Grandma. The lawsuit stands. Get out. The court ruled in my favor 6 months later. $75,000 judgment. Brandon had to pay. He sold his car, his equipment, moved back in with his dad in California. I used the money to donate to the American Cancer Society. $50,000 in Sarah's name. The remaining $25,000 went to therapy for my PTSD from the prank. Today I'm 60. Brandon is 28. We haven't spoken in 2 years. He's working at Best Buy in Sacramento. No more YouTube, no more pranks, no more cruelty for clicks. Do I feel bad? Sometimes. He's still my grandson. But mostly I feel free. Free from being someone's content, someone's joke, someone's paycheck. I learned that family doesn't give you the right to hurt people. And forgiveness doesn't mean accepting abuse. If this story touched you, leave a comment. Have you ever been used by family for their benefit? Have you had to set boundaries with someone you love? Hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories about choosing dignity. And remember, you're never too old to stand up for yourself.